Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we are doing a full face of makeup I forgot I had. I dug out some good products, okay? Some of these are musty, dusty, crusty, but a lot of these are like literally 4-5 years old. Pretty old. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Pray for my skin and keep me in your thoughts. Grab your cafecito and let's jump right into today's full face of makeup I forgot I had. We're gonna start with the eyes because I want to go for a cool toned. I'm really vibing with like old school OMG lashes, like 2017, 2018, something like that. I saw this look that I did a few years ago and it was like super cool toned with like black. I don't think I'm gonna add black, but I'm definitely going for that cool tone vibe is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna pull out some of my ABH concealer. I know this isn't like old, but it is pretty old to me. It is the Magic Touch Concealer in number 8. I have not used this puppy in a long time. Okay, she is thick, she is full coverage, and she is nice. I don't remember how she wears underneath the eyes, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But for now, I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow base because it is going to cover up any like discoloration, veins, literally anything. So we're going to tap that in and then I am going to like let it sit for maybe like a minute or two. And then we're going to go in with our eyeshadow palette. Smells like an old palette. It is such a good eyeshadow, okay? Say what you feel how you want about Jaclyn, but I am here for this palette. I will forever use it, okay? Should I buy a new one? Possibly. Am I going to buy a new one? No. I'm gonna go in with a warm tone, something a little cozy to warm up the crease. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is right next to that like really pretty, oh, I accidentally tapped into the gold. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and mix it with this one. And this is gonna be like my crease color because even though I want a cool tone, I also want a hint of warm in there. So I'm gonna take that and keep it in the crease area. And I am using a fluffy brush just because I want this to be visible when I lay the rest of my colors down. Do you guys like my white nails? I'm taking a break from press-ons just because I use them so much, and honestly I am really bad at like taking care of my nails when it comes to taking off of the press-ons. Like me desespero and I just want to take them off quickly and I just like bite on them. I know it's so bad, don't judge me. She was showing a video on TikTok on how she takes off her press-on nails and she was saying that she uses castor oil. She applies it all over her press-ons and then underneath, and then she puts her fingers in soaking hot water, like the hottest that you can take, and it actually worked. I was like, ah, here I am biting off my nails, and it worked. So I took them off and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let them rest for at least like a month because honestly, like, I'm just not a short nail girly. Like, I like them, but I just have chubby, wide fingers, and I feel like long nails just look better on me. I just realized that this palette is more full of warm tones, so I'm gonna put it to the side for now. I might reach back into it, but for now I'm also gonna grab another palette that I haven't touched in so long. The Stone Cold Fox palette is literally the perfect cool toned eyeshadow palette. Like, you have all the cool tones that you need to create a cool toned eyeshadow. Duh, yay, we're learning something. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a cool tone color. Oh my gosh, take a shot every time I say cool toned. I'm gonna go in with my Jessup E01 brush. Y'all, these are the best brushes. Y'all need to try these, okay? I finally fixed my Amazon storefront, so if you guys would love to shop, look around and see what I have, please do so because I do earn a small commission. Anyway, so I'm gonna take the shade Rumor Mill, which is a gray, and it matches my shirt actually pretty spot on. And I'm gonna take that side of the brush, the smaller side, and I'm gonna take that into the crease. So I'm just gonna bring that color into the crease. I'm not going to add too many colors but I do want to cut my crease. I feel like I haven't done a cut crease look in quite some time, and I definitely miss them. I don't know, I feel like I am on this like groove, on this like wave, whatever you want to call it, of wanting to recreate a lot of my old looks, or just wanting to play with like eyeshadow again, because I genuinely don't wear eyeshadow on a everyday or weekly basis. Like the only times you will catch me wearing eyeshadow is when I film for y'all. Like those are the only times that I will wear eyeshadow. And not that I don't like it anymore. I guess I don't like it as much as I used to, but I don't know. I'm in a mood for doing a lot of makeup looks for you guys, like eyeshadow looks. So definitely leave me your requests and suggestions on like what looks you guys want to see. I know that most of you come to my page for eyeshadows that are really bright and colorful and unique, and trust me, those are coming. I'm going to go back with my Jaclyn palette, and I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that to just like blend the edges of the cool tone and the warm tone, just so it's nice and cohesive. I'm going to take a little bit more of my concealer, and then we're going to cut the crease. I'm going to use my favorite brush for that, which is the Princeton brush. This is from Michaels, and I'm going to make sure that I coat my brush very generously with the same concealer, and then I'm going to go in and just cut me a half cut crease. After cutting the crease, I'm going to go in with like a white shade and lay that all over the lid. I originally wanted to add a little bit of silver on top, but honestly, I'm really vibing with this all matte eye look, and plus it matches my earrings pretty well, so I think we're just going to keep the party going, okay? I'm going to go back with a small little detail brush, something like this, and I'm going to go into that same shade. Actually, I'm going to go in with a Drama Mama, which is just a really, really deep, almost like a black brown. And I'm going to take that into the lash line, just closest to my lashes, and really press it on there. I'm creating the illusion of an eyeshadow, or sorry, an eyeliner, because I don't want to wear like actual eyeliner. I just feel like powder liner looks a lot softer on the eyes, and I definitely want to keep this look as matte and like eyeshadow friendly as possible. So then I'm gonna go in with some lashes. I'm gonna use these, you guys. I haven't used these in years. This is by the brand Lash Kitty. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know that years ago I collabed with Lash Kitty, and we did like a set of lashes, and then I came out with my own lashes. So these are in the style Ruby, which, fun fact, I believe these are, I don't know the exact dupe for them, but these are supposed to be a dupe for Lily Lashes. I don't even know if Lash Kitty is still in business. If they are, I will link them in the description box down below, but these are amazing and they're super affordable. Lashes are on. Let's move on to the face. So for my primer, oh my gosh, do you guys remember this? I think this was like the OG that started it all for e.l.f. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. So this one is the exact same thing as like their now super famous Jelly Grip Primer, as well as their Niacinamide and the dupe for the Hydro Grip Primer. I forget which one is or what it's called. But this is the one that started it all, right? Like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first primer that they ever, like, released with their Mint makeup collection. That was probably one of my favorite collections, just because I really love the color mint. And, like, this has such good grip on it. Like, literally super sticky. For my foundation, oh my gosh. Do you guys remember when this was, like, all the rave, all the hype? Everyone wanted to try it. Yeah. So this is the Kat Von D Good Apple Foundation. This is extremely full coverage. It is thick. Okay. She is thick. I remember it not wearing really well on my skin because I am oily, but we're going to try it regardless. I'm going to use a shade medium 048. I think I remember even this being a little too light for my skin tone. And then I just never like exchanged it. So let's go in. Oh yeah, that's definitely too light. Especially now, I feel like I gravitate towards like darker shades because my arms are dark compared to like my face and my chest. So I always try to match the rest of my body. But look at that. First of all, that primer did an amazing job at really evening out the skin as far as like giving it that dewy look. Look at that. So full coverage. I'm going with a light hand because I know I'm going to be a greasy mess at the end of the day. Look at that. So much dewiness and so full coverage. It's crazy. For my concealer again, I'm going to go back with my ABH. Honestly, I should probably throw this out. This is pretty old. How long ago did this come out? If you guys remember, let me know in the comment section down below. But I know for a fact this ain't new. For my setting powder, y'all, this is such a nightmare, but I'm going to do it for you. This is probably one of the worst powders I have ever tried. The Fenty powder. When this first came out, I loved it. But now that I've tried so many, it is such a bad powder. It is thick, it creases, and it crepes. Oh my gosh, this is so thick. It's just so matte that it absorbs any ounce of oil that you have, which could be a good thing. If you are extremely oily, I would just maybe go like not so heavy-handed with this product. So for my bronzer palette, look at this old Morphe palette, okay? I don't know if they still have this specific one, but when this came out, I was all over it. It is the highlight and contour palette. I'm gonna go ahead and use the bronzer to just bring a little bit of life into this dull skin because that foundation really washed me out. So I am gonna go a little heavy hand. Along with this bronzer, I'm also gonna use another bronzer that I found that I was like, oh my gosh, totally forgot this even existed. Do you guys remember this? Just by the packaging, do you guys know what this collection is? If you do know, let me know in the comment section down below. But this was the Becky G and Colourpop Hola Chola collection. This is the bronzer in the shade 310. I loved this collection, okay? This is probably my absolute favorite collection from bronzer from Colourpop, but they had to discontinue the collab with Becky G because she was accused of like stealing the style and the name from another brand or something like that, and then they completely took off the collection and it never relaunched. So suspicious. But let's move on to blush. For my blush, I found this one. Do you guys remember Carter Beauty? This was a brand that was on the shelves at Walmart for a small period of time. I think it was like a UK brand and they never came back. I did a full face of Carter Beauty, I believe. So if you search on my channel, Carter Beauty, I did a full video of their products. I don't know what happened to them. They just completely disappeared. So I'm just going to take a mix of all. Let's do these three. The brand itself was not bad at all. But I don't know what happened. They just kind of like gave us a big drop of makeup and then completely disappeared. And then for my highlighter, I pulled out an old one. This is the ABH Glow Kit in That Glow. Oh, look at this. This is what, 2016 maybe, something like that. I don't know when this came out, but it is definitely old school. I don't know if she still does palettes like this, but girl, they were bomb. So I'm gonna go in with all of them. Let's go in with this one, and this one, except that one. That one's a little too dark for my skin. Ugh, she still gives. She is still that girl. Blinding as can be, because I mean, super blinding highlight was the it thing back then. It still is in my book. I will wear highlight till the day I die. You will have to pry my highlighter out of my cold dead hands, okay? I will never not wear highlighter. I may switch like maybe how much or the style or the texture of the highlight, but I will never not wear highlighter. So for the lips, I didn't really have anything that I haven't. I mean, I'm sure I have a lot of lipsticks that I forgot about, but I just went with something a little classic. So I used the Kylie lip liner. This is in the shade Stone, which is really similar to MAC Stone. And then I added a little bit of MAC Creme de la Creme. Creme de Nude, sorry, which is a very like, I don't know, like a very pale color. So this is a full face of items I totally forgot about, products that are really old and probably really expired. That was so much fun, just kind of like revisiting everything. Honestly, the only thing that I genuinely have to complain about is the foundation. It just feels and looks so heavy, and I'm already starting to get oily right here, and it's only been 20-30 minutes since I've done my makeup. So not a fan of the foundation, but everything else are products that would I use again? Sure. Am I going to use them? I don't know. The only thing is like my Jaclyn Hill palette and the Colourpop palettes. But other than that, it's products that I am okay leaving in the past. So let me know what are some products that I showed today that you totally forgot about, because some of these are literally like OG 2016 YouTube makeup. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. I love you. Thank you for your time and for hanging out with me. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.